Hello and welcome to Sonoma Raceway in beautiful Sonoma, California for today's coverage of the NAPA Auto Parts 155 here from beautiful Sonoma Raceway. It's the second road course race of the season, and as always we gotta look up for dishwasher, but on the pole for the very first time on a road course is that 33 car Daniel Voles, coming off a dismal day at Charlotte. Fell 35th. He fell way down in the points to 37th in the points. That ties his worst position in the points to when he first started many seasons ago. But he's on the pole for today's race. Question is, can that transfer over into a win? We'll have to see. Because he is not in the chase, not on the bubble. He's almost in the basement, but times will change, and that 33 car might end up in victory lane. You never know. Past history, the winner has gone on to win from the pole. Starting last is no picks. Chris has the day off here, so I'll take you home throughout these 15 laps here at Sonoma. What will it take for Voyles to get a victory? It might have to become here. It might. Road courses are his specialty. So is Dishwasher, who is starting pretty dismal. Let's take a look at where he's starting. He's starting deep in the pack. But for car 33, road courses are his specialty. I talked to him before the race today, and he said if we don't get a win by the time we reach the chase, then this could be his last season, then he'll transfer over to an owner. So I don't know if he wins, but will he still be in DASCAR competition? A win would do him wonders. He comes into this race 0 for 500. That 0 for 500 mark is the largest ever in DASCAR Vredestien Series history. So let's see if car 33 can get his first win of Season 8. And his first win since he went to victory lane for the first time in season number 3. So he's 1 for 499. Since then, 0 for 498. You add that up, it's 0 for 4. So what will it take for this guy to crack victory lane? Could it be on the road course? Could it be our next race? We'll have to see right now as we get ready for 15 laps around this 12-turn circuit. Beautiful Sonoma Raceway, Sonoma, California, California wine country. We return to the Golden State. But who's going to have the golden key to victory lane? That's going to be the question that's about to be solved here when we get to the final lap. They're in the S's, in the short chute, coming into the hairpin. This corner right here is made for passing. And if you pass at the right time, you just might end up in victory lane. But can Voyles crack that 0 for 498? Add them all up, 0 for 500. Field into the hairpin coming under turn 12. Field kind of scrunching up. DASCAR is not going to add an extra lap. They will get it sorted out before we get to the start-finish line. And here we go. Race number 11 in the 2015 Season 8 calendar is now green. Good start for Daniel Voyles as they go up through the S's. Amayumi still fighting hard, but I think Voyles will have the preferred line going down the short chute, and he does, and he takes the lead. Amayumi still fighting on driver's left, on driver's right, but Voiles clears him. Voiles to the lead. We'll skim through the field to see if we have any cars that are going to pull. And so far we don't. 3 wide into the O'Reilly corner. That's not going to work. It's not going to work. I don't know how they made it work. But look at Voiles go. Could this be the day that he finally cracks victory lane and finally cracks his second chase appearance? Just his second chase appearance. His first chase appearance was 4 seasons ago when Joshua Michaels went to victory lane with the championship. Voiles leads lap 1. Now the question is he going to have enough fuel? Let's take a look back in the field. A lot of mini battles out on the track. Most of them single file, most of them double file, like this one right here. And we got trouble! Trouble! That'll be caution. That'll be our first caution of the day, is Mason Powers in the 97 with heavy backside damage. Daniel Voiles leading them around Sonoma. An 0.8 of a second lead gone for our first caution of the day. Voiles did say that road courses are his specialty, so we'll have to see if he has a good restart. Voiles leading him into the hairpin. And that'll lead him off into turn number 12, and that'll give us our first yellow flag of the day. It's for the 97 car of Mason Powers. Voiles leads, cautions out. We got a replay of our first yellow. Alright, it's going to start right here with Mason Powers and the 90 of Natalie Loomis. They were racing for position on the track. Now, this was for 30th on the racetrack, and I don't know what's going through Loomis's mind when they think contact is the best bet. Around he goes, right in front of basically half the field, and pounds out that K-rail pretty hard there. Ooh, so does the 28 too of Tupelo. So Mason Powers brings out the first yellow. We'll go in and take another look at it from the helicopter here. See if that wasn't a racing incident. I don't think it. No, it wasn't. They were just racing for the same piece of real estate. Pretty hard hit for the K-rail on Mason Powers. So that's our first caution. We'll get you back to the restart when we come back to Sonoma Raceway. Welcome back. Lights are out on the Dodge Charger pace car. We're going green this time by with Daniel Voiles in the lead. Amayumi, Troy Kang, Skylar Dixon, Leia Walker, Stephanie Gardner, Ray Takeda, Dan Amon, Chase Alexander, and Eric Powers rounding out the top 10. So Voiles still has the lead, but for how long? Voiles has to be on pins and needles right now, knowing that his first win can come here at Sonoma. And I remember that feeling. My first win came at Charlotte in the final countdown 600 at in the Phillips Cup Series. I was anxious. I had a car. I had a pretty fast car in that race when I won. And I had Rob Bob breathing down my neck. And I was literally on pins and needles when I made the pass with 2 laps to go, and then got to the checkered flag, and I just about lost it. That sparked a pretty good DASCAR Phillips Cup Series career. Racked up almost 9, maybe 10 wins in that span. Became an all-star in what was then the TomTom International Touring Series. became a 2-time champion in the trucks, and since then I've been going to victory lane left and right. Mainly in the DASCAR Cup Series. My last win came at Zandvoort this season. I got my first win at Zandvoort. I got my first win in my new car at Zandvoort, and then I went back to victory lane recently at Zandvoort. So I know what Voiles is going through right now, coming to about 11 to go, and we will get the restart here. Lights are out, pace car is off, and the green flag's out. We're back underway from Sonoma. And Voiles just shot out like a bullet. Give a call to this 33 car. Amayumi not far behind though. But Voiles is running away. Wow. Maybe it finally, maybe it will happen here at Sonoma. He might get his first win here. Mason Powers, who caused that first caution. And look at the whole field. Bumping, beating, and banging. A lot of people that are not locked into the chase. Voiding the chase field at the end of these 15 laps. But he has to keep that car together. Can he do it for about 10 more laps? Voiles into the hairpin. Pretty good drive. Amayumi not far behind. There's Troy Kang and Skylar Dixon. But Daniel Voiles has to be on pins and needles right about now, knowing that his first win is just 9, maybe 10 laps away. Trouble for the 54 of Kyle Corvettes. Also, Mei Keong and Johnny Gardner. Is that going to bring a caution? No caution! DASCAR did not throw the yellow. Unbelievable, no yellow flag by DASCAR. We'll have to wait and see if they do throw that yellow. Because the 54 is still on the track. Let's go ahead and take a look and see what happened. Alright, take a look at this. It's going to start with the 90 of Natalie Loomis once again. She gets punted out of the racing line when they get to turn number 11. Right here you see just gets turned by the 74 Kyle Keefe. She goes back up in front of traffic into the 92. The 54 clocks the 92 hard into that tire barrier. Oddly enough, that did not bring out any caution. The first caution came for a solo incident. This is a 2-car incident. So that sounds as bad as it looks. Let's take it real time. Good grief. Let's go ahead and take the onboard here with Kyle Corvette. Get ready to cringe. Ow. I got nothing to say but ow. Let's go ahead and take the onboard with Kyle Keefe. I said Kyle Keefe, not Alex Bessler. No, it was actually the 92 of Johnny Gardner, excuse me. Let's take the onboard. Here we go. You want to find out in the dictionary? Just look up that crash and you'll find it. Let's get back to live action. And we're back to live action. Voiles has opened up a 1-second lead. Just talking with the NBC, just talking with the broadcast crew here about what will it mean to for Voiles to get a win here. It will mean a lot to this guy, because this guy has come into DASCAR and not had a not had it up to par season, but he has opened up a 2-second lead over second place. Now that's something. Daniel Voiles looks like he's gonna kick in the afterburners here to run away with this thing. Mekion back out on the track. There's Jackie Tang. Mekion most likely not gonna go one lap down, but most likely gonna be gonna fall deeper in the points. Mekion was second to last coming into today's race. Voiles goes through the hairpin now. They're getting into the hairpin, excuse me. Voiles a good corner right there. Mekion is just about maybe 2 seconds back. Let's see what kind of gap he opens up now. About 2 seconds. 2.80. Now, Voiles has to keep calm. He can't start playing mind games with Amayumi in second. He can't start thinking, oh, I'm going to coast to the finish line. What if that happens and Amayumi steals the win? Mekion still out there. We do have one car off track, 2 cars off track. That's the 54 and the 92. And Dishwasher here, let's see where Washer came into points today. Dishwasher came 5th in the points today, so he's going to drop. Most likely at the drop of the checkered flag. And Voiles either will make the chase or have something wrong go wrong with his car and he won't win, but not looking like that's going to happen. Voiles is just opening up a can of whoop you know what on the field here today. Now he explodes that gap now to 3 seconds. My goodness. This guy putting on an absolute clinic today. Where did this momentum come from? We did not see this momentum at all coming from this team. Can Victory Lane be calling Victory Racing's name right now? This is going to be unbelievable if he can crack it open right now, but he can't rely on a lot of things. He can't rely on a lot of things right now. He just has to play it smart. He has to play it smart. He has to keep a cool head right now. That's pretty much a given, but we only have about maybe 4 laps to go this time around, and Voiles is putting on an absolute clinic right now. Let's see what kind of gap he opens up now. About 3 seconds. Just about 3 seconds. I don't know what's going to be the outcome of this, or the outcome of the checkered flag being dropped in just about 3 laps. Let's check on one driver here, the 22 of Dishwasher for just a second, because Washer was coming into this race 5th in the points. He's 33rd in the points. No, he's 33rd on track. He is 5th in the points. So I don't know if he's gonna have if this run's gonna drop him in the points, or this run's gonna kill him in the points. But all I know is he's running 33rd with just 3 to go this time around. Voiles getting into the hairpin, and where is second place? They're second place, about 3 seconds behind. We'll see what kind of gap he opens up now when they come across the start-finish line. 3 to go for Voiles, and the gap is now, let's see, timing and scoring update, 4.42 seconds. Is opening up a can of you know what on this whole entire field. Where was this run earlier in the season? Victory Racing decides to put it into high gear and say, let's go. We got to do something or we're not going to make this chase. It could still happen with Betty Johnson, but she's 75 points behind Eric Powers, who has 3 wins on the season. The last win came at Canadian Tire Motorsports Park prior to the All-Star race. But can Voiles finally snap this 0 for 500 streak? He has not seen victory lane in 500 races. His first win in this series came back in season number 3. Since then, an 0 for 500 streak. Only 1 chase appearance. Many shootout appearances, all-star appearances. Victory lane since season number 3 at Phoenix, over 500 races ago. He's 2 laps away from breaking that streak. And he opens up almost a 5-second lead over second place, Amayumi. Victory Racing I bet you right now Victory Racing is watching this race from the pit, and they are just anxious, biting everything they see. Their toenails, their fingernails, their eyelashes, whatever they can find, I bet you they're chomping at the bit right now. Voiles has... Oh, he almost overdrove it. But I don't think it even matters. Voiles might go home unmolested. I mean, no one has tried to make a move on him all day. Voiles into the short chute, into the S's. Into turn 10. A very good outing. Out of 10 into 11. Into the hairpin. Voiles will come up on the white flag. Can he finally break victory lane? Victory lane is 12 turns away. White flag. What will it mean for this guy to win? 5 seconds over second place, Amayumi. Dishwasher is going to go home 33rd. So coming in 5th in the points today. That's going to most likely drop him to maybe inside the top 10. But Daniel Voiles has to be riding momentum. He's into the final leg. He's into the S's. Just maybe about 3 more turns, and victory lane will be his. Ladies and gentlemen, 0 for 500. 1 chase appearance. But all will be right in the world. There will be a party in Victory Racing tonight. For the first time since season number 3. 33 car, Daniel Voiles. That 0 for 500 streak is over. Sonoma goes to Daniel. Finally. That 0 for 500 streak is gone. Unbelievable. I got no words. Daniel Voiles finally tastes victory lane. And I bet you it's going to be a sweet one. Daniel Voiles has done it. 0 for 500. 1 chase appearance. No championships. 6, maybe 7 consecutive All-Star race appearances. No All-Star race wins. And now finally, in the Golden State, the golden key to victory lane is going to car 33. Daniel Voiles is going to victory lane at Sonoma. And he has punched his ticket possibly to just his second chase appearance in over 500 races. Daniel Voiles, victorious at Sonoma, rounding out your running field. Is the 24 Make Keon. Kyle Corbett, Johnny Garner gone to the accidents. Kyle Corbett gone to a piston problem. Dishwasher comes home 33rd. That'll drop him most likely to inside the top 10, maybe top 15 in the points. But he has those 2 wins, so he's already in the chase. But Daniel Voiles joins the Elite Chase Club with this win. Finally, all will be right in the world. Can he carry this momentum on to our next race? Find out next time. Until then, keep the hammer down, and we'll see you at the track.